And for more, 9701theticket.com.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show. Would you believe it?
Kind of a mellow introduction.
Wasn't it?
I thought that was our song, guys.
And we've got enough energy in here to light up the whole town. December 16, 2017. Welcome again to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. This is a star-studded lineup right here we got today. I'm going to introduce everyone, and I'll let you guys take it away. Alex Nafusi from Capital Mortgage.
Morning,
Hey,
gentlemen
Alex.
and ladies. How are
Got
you?
John Kolb, of course.
Morning, guys.
All sorts of knowledge over there. Harry Glantz to my right,
What's
always.
up?
The boss man. And we got a whole elite realty came in to join us. And again, it's TJ Brisboy. TJ, awesome. Great to see you over here. There you are, TJ.
What's up, Harvey?
Across the way. And Andy Borschuk, of course. Andy, how you doing?
Morning, guys.
Are
And
you guys nervous or no?
Not at all.
Not nervous at all. Good deal.
Wait, what about-
Trish is down in the corner over here. Hey, Trish Dork, how you doing over there?
Yeah, Tricia said she did all her show prep. She knows that we ask those trick questions, you know? So we're going to ask different questions today. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you guys stole the test, okay? You went to the frat house, stole
like
the
Michigan
test. You think you
State.
got the answers. Right, Alex?
That's a
All right,
secret.
stole the answers to the test. Wrong. New questions. Here we go.
We filled in the Scantron before the test.
I
the
know you
test,
did.
and
That's right.
swapped it.
So what happened was the dude that you copied off of, he skipped a question, but you didn't realize that. So you got every question wrong.
We had to,
Okay.
no, we had test files.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like you did. Well, that was what in '90s. What I finished in 2001, and you finished in what 2099.
Why are we talking about this right now?
yeah.
I finished in,
Oh,
90
yeah,
I
it's-
finished
it's-
in 96.
Oh yeah, it's a real secret. It's a real
Oh,
secret
great.
that happens.
So go ahead, Harv.
Well, you guys.
Sorry to interrupt your show.
No, hey, it's no big deal. We're just going to talk mortgages and real estate. So if any of you are listening out there, definitely give us a call. We're live in the studio, 248-539-9797. Drive slow out there. Again, we got about an inch last night in some areas, so definitely take it easy out there. A jam-packed sports day here on 97.1. But before we get to all the sports later, we've got 1 hour of mortgage and real estate talk. And you guys make real estate and really a lot of fun. I know I spoke to Dan and Derek, and it really sounds exciting to have you guys in. Hey, a lot of action still. Harry talked about it last week. Home buying season is not really seasonal anymore in Michigan. There's a lot of activity out there going into the new year.
Absolutely. Nothing has slowed down at all. I mean, people still have to move regardless of December or January snow or not.
Right.
It's maybe a 2-week slowdown, kind of right before Christmas. But definitely coming into January, 1st of January, middle of January, stuff really pops big time.
Yeah, it really gives everyone a great opportunity if you're out there and considering home ownership to give us a call, Capital Mortgage Funding, and really work on that approval letter.
Approval for sure.
Get
First
that
thing.
approval letter in hand because, as you guys know, that lack of inventory out there, and we're going to get to all these different subjects today.
Yeah.
There's
The lack of
not
inventory.
a lack of
Hey,
inventory.
how much inventory is out on the market right now? What do you see? How many months of inventory are out on the market?
MLS wide, it's 3.1 months.
So that's
MLS
very low.
That's nothing.
Okay, that's considerably lower. And as Alex likes to point out, there's really a lack of quality inventory. So a lack of quality homes on the market. What do you guys say about that?
The bottom line is that right now, like most of the homes that you see that are for sale are mediocre homes. The ones that come out that are great are gone like that, 7 days or less.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in continuing the thought process about the holidays, it's wintertime. There's 8 to 10 inches of snow on the ground. And
Which is crazy, by the way.
All right. Well, hey, it is wintertime. It is Michigan. This is just
It is
what we
Christmas.
do.
We never have a white
Okay.
Christmas. I mean, it's like once every 5 years now. So.
Okay. Well, now you're Chuck Gatica.
We're going to have a white one this year,
John
though.
and Trish, I thought we brought in realtors, okay? Now it's unusual. We're talking about the weather.
Wow,
All right.
Harvey, that was quick, man.
Thank you. I know. I pride myself on
That was a good one.
So here's a question for you guys. What do you see? And this is a very important question. It wasn't a quiz question. It's not a trick question. Just in your opinion, since you like making predictions, we are now in the 6th year of a boom, okay? 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. All strong purchase years, correct?
Absolutely.
What do you guys see in 2018? I know it's hard, but what trending? You guys go to all the classes, you take the seminars.
It's just like asking you what rates are going to be next year.
No, forget. I know what rates are going to be next year. So tell me what you guys feel. What is the vibe out in the market for all of 2018 in the purchase market?
We're going to keep going. Everybody's talking bubbles and bursting, and it's not at all. Everything is steady. It's constantly growing. Everything is getting better. People are buying regardless. The houses are great. And like I said, getting that pre-approval letter from you guys is super important.
Yeah, it's not. You're not going to see 2008 again, but you're going to see a cap. I mean, just here. I mean, it's pure economics. There's no way people in southeastern Michigan, and I'm not being disparaging by any means. They don't make enough money by pure economics to be buying houses for $550. I
agree.
It doesn't happen. I mean, it's not going to happen.
I agree. The average sale price.
I hope they do. But
I mean, yeah, it'd be awesome to have those 550 loans coming in all day.
Right.
But the bottom line is that the average sale price in our MLS right now is under 200,000. So although you're right, Alex, 550, all day, not supposed to happen, shouldn't happen. But a lot of the overall market, 3 months inventory in the market for sale, that's a strong seller's market. We could have double the inventory, and it would still be kind of a neutral market.
Right.
So until the inventory levels really drop, we're not going to have any kind of a slowdown.
Yeah.
For certain.
don't you see a cap though? I mean, they can't keep going up and up and up.
It really shouldn't. And we've actually talked about this a lot of times from 2012 to now. In the first quarter of 17, Wayne County was up 100% over the first quarter of 12. That's huge.
Right.
Nobody expected that. It shouldn't continue. That's a good point.
And,
All right.
and nowadays, you get more and more people that aren't actually always upgrading their home. It's almost like a leased car. They want to switch every,
making lateral
every 2 or
moves.
3 years, right?
Yeah,
They want to
making
make a
lateral
switch.
moves.
It may not be 2 or 3 years for a home, but more like 5, 6, 7 years that they want to make a new switch, different school district.
Who wants to
different neighborhood.
change? I don't like changing the way I drive to work every day.
Hey, let's go off to some calls here. We take all your calls live in the studio. Again, if you're buying a house, if you want to sell your house, this is the expert show. I'm telling you, we'll get a stick in the ground for you right away and show you how to maximize the profit out of selling your home. Let's move off to Glenn out in Heartland this morning to start things off. Hey, Glenn, welcome to our show. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hey, I don't want to move, sell, buy, whatever, but I thought I was in a pretty good spot with my house. I owe like $250, and I know the houses recently sold in my neighborhood for $380, $386, $370, whatever.
Okay.
And so I had my bank go out there doing appraisal, and they first did a drive-by. I guess it's called a drive-by appraisal.
Yeah,
Right.
8 a.m. Yep.
And it came in at 335. So I said, well, I'm not too happy with that. And so then they did a full appraisal, and they bumped it up to like 340.
Okay.
And so then she called me back and said, well, we don't want to give you a line of credit. We don't think your house is, worth as much as you said it was.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Glenn, let me ask you this question. What I like is your house relative to the houses that they have on the appraisal. Is it comparable? Is it the same style, same elevation, same square footage, same amenities, same lot size?
It's actually nicer and bigger.
Okay. So then I want a copy of that appraisal. Harvey knows I love this. Everybody
yeah.
here in the studio knows that this is just what I do. I want that appraisal. I need to see it.
It doesn't.
They said my bathroom, I have 2.1.
Yeah.
So
There's one in the
I
basement,
have-
right?
Forget about that. Let me see it. Just email it to me.
Yeah,
All right?
Glenn,
I
we're gonna
want
hook
the
you up.
appraisal, and then I'll take care of it for you. I'll go over it with you. We'll go tooth and nail, line item by line item, and I'll go over that appraisal with you. How does that sound?
For what, a line of credit? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I just want to do
Well,
it.
yeah. What I want to do is
just likes
just
the
put a
appraisal.
3-season room. Like a $50,000. I have a 2-story deck on the back. It's a walkout. So I have a 2-story deck, and I want to put a 3-season room out there.
Beautiful.
And a line of credit would
Okay.
be the way to go.
Hold-
If you only owe $250.
Glenn, hold on.
I'm with you, my
hold
man.
on. John Kolb has a better idea for you.
Glenn, we got a couple different options for you. If that appraisal actually is coming in as low as it is, but let Harry take a look at it, and we'll give you some good advice. But if it is, we can always do a renovation loan to help you put that on, and then that appraisal is done subject to the work already being done. So you're going to get an increased value on that appraisal before you've actually done the work. So we've got a couple different options for you. Lines of credit
Yeah,
are going to be tough anyways.
Well, I have a quick question. So when you update all the mechanicals in the house, like plumbing, central air, furnace, I mean, I dropped
No.
like 25,000.
It does
No,
nothing.
it doesn't. It's not going to add value.
You're
Doesn't
supposed
add
to do
value.
that. It's like pay your child support on time. You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn, we're going to follow up.
I didn't know if that made a difference or not, but I mean, either way,
I
my
want the
neighbor
appraisal.
Bought his house across the street for $380 like 3 months ago, and my house is bigger and nicer. I'm like, how could?
Yeah, Glenn, give me the appraisal. I'll take care of it for you, and we'll start rolling. Okay?
Hey, Glenn, we're going to let you go on that one. It's
Thanks,
a great
Glenn.
call.
See you, man.
All right, this show's going to go really fast today.
Here's what I always say. Did you see the appraisal for 380, or did your neighbor tell you it appraised for 380?
Well,
I want the appraisal.
all right, when we come back, 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Hi, Harry Glantz and Danberg for Capital Mortgage Funding. We do loans everywhere. In Southfield, in Birmingham, in Royal Oak, in Grosse Ile, in Detroit, in Canton, in Northville. No matter where you live, we want to do your mortgage too. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
Tonight football, when the Bears travel to Ford Field to take on Matthew Stafford and the Lions. Saturday starting at 4:30 on NFL Network.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift and can't quite find what you're looking for? Purchase a Dunham Sports gift card. Now available in-store or online at DunhamSports.com.
Your sports therapy session.
97.1 The Ticket.
All righty, welcome back to the show. 9:17 if you're just joining us. This is sort of our last show for 2017, but I'll tell you, we are open. We are jam-packed at the office. You got to get that approval letter, and better yet, why not get a head start and call Capital Mortgage Funding and look at that debt consolidation loan. I know a lot of us like to overspend a little bit during the holiday season. And again, with a built-in equity in your house, how home values have gone up, as we all know in this room. And more importantly, there's a lot of opportunities out there to drop your term of your mortgage, consolidate some debt. Sit down with us. There's no fee at all. Find out what you can do. Also, you get a copy of your credit report. And there's really some cool things we do. We have a software program at the office that will show us what you need to do to pull your credit scores up. And as we all know out there, that everything about your credit sort of affects. If you go to rent a car, you need to have a good credit score, your homeowner's insurance, your car insurance. So it's very important to get your ducks in a row. 248-539-9797. Let's move off to Corey in Whitmore Lake. Hey, Corey, you're live on the ticket. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good morning, Corey.
I'm not doing too bad. I got a kind of a conceptual question for you guys. I'm looking to be a first-time home buyer probably late next year.
Awesome. Congrats.
And I got a ton of student loans that I'm still paying off, and for the last couple of years I've been overpaying on all of them. So as a result, I don't have a lot of actual cash saved up, but I have been contributing to a 401k and a Roth IRA.
Okay.
What's your guys' opinion on borrowing from that kind of stuff towards a down payment for a house?
There's options out there for minimal down payments, regardless of that. Where are you looking to buy? What city?
Kind of the Ann Arbor area.
And what's the purchase price? Alex trying to get to the purchase price so we can kind of direct you. A lot of people don't think, and I share it. John Kolb shares the opinion. We're not big fans of taking out of your IRA and your 401k, but there are programs that Alex can tell you about and Harvey will tell you about that are minimum down payment. So what's the purchase price you're looking at? What's the range?
I'm in the under 200,000 range.
Okay,
for sure.
Then there's got to be something that you don't have to deplete your IRA.
Okay.
John, is that it?
I got him.
There you go.
Oh,
go ahead.
You talk to any financial advisor, and they'll tell you that not to take money out of your 401k IRA, just because you can make more money. Rates right now, 4, 4.5, 4.25, 3.99, 3.8, whatever they may be.
Just keep yelling numbers.
I know, right? You're going to be able to make more money within your IRA and your 401k. So, borrow, put a little down, and let your money work for you through the other investments.
You go 3% down on $200,000, $6,000 you can come up with. You can have seller's concessions. Corey, does that sound like a number you could probably save up about $6,000?
Yeah, probably, because I'm probably looking more like September, October next year. So.
If you get to about 3%, so with good credit, and it sounds like you pay your bills on time for sure. So I like the 3% down Freddie Mac Home Possible program. It's outstanding. 3% down conventional loan. You're making a conventional offer. And as the real estate agents in the room all know, a lot of times the sellers and the agents like to see a conventional offer, sometimes over maybe some of the government terms out there when you're
rural development loans. There's VA loans that are zero down.
Corey,
you've got options.
Yeah, you're going to be able to do both, and I like the fact that you're saving for yourself first. You're putting money away first, and you're taking it out of your check every week, and you're doing it. You have to do that. How old are you right now?
I'm 25.
Beautiful. It's perfect. So take it from me. 30 years from now, you're going to have a bundle of money sitting there if you continuously do this. John Kolb's shaking his head. Alex Nafusi is. These guys have saved ever since they got out of Michigan State. They've gone ahead and they've developed this 401k in their IRAs, and they've got a ton of money sitting there. So I believe in saving first, and you're saving for yourself first. You'll be able to do both because you sound like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely, Corey. We'll follow up with you and send you some additional information, and we'll get you that approval letter when you need it. So thank you for calling and joining our show.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Corey.
Best of luck up to you. 248-539-9797. We always got a lot to get into. Again, we started talking about some mortgage programs this morning. You got FHA loans out there at 3.5%, 3% down conventional. Lots of opportunities to get in for a little down. And then, Alex, you mentioned the USDA loan, rural development loans. And, of course, in Washtenaw County, there's plenty of areas outside of the Ann Arbor area that would actually qualify you for a USDA loan, which is a zero-down program. Really worthwhile to take a look at. And all of these transactions really close within 30, 45 days, so it's not like you're putting anything out there.
Yeah, the RDs are great. A lot of agents out there still aren't familiar with it, though. Yeah. That's the thing. I'll see a lot of listings on the MLS that they'll take an FHA, they'll take a VA, but they won't go rural. And I say, why not? And even agents out in Washtenaw County or Ann Arbor area are still unfamiliar with it. I don't know if my sellers
How is that possible?
To do that. That's what I'm saying.
The average agent sells 8 homes a year, and nationally, and locally. Nationally, 8 homes.
That can't be real.
According to NAEA, it's a natural
Alex,
statistic.
I like it. He's saying it, not us. It's good.
My conversation with RealComp, our MLS in Metro Detroit, the average agent probably sells less from RealComp, 4 to 6 homes.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are experienced. I'm glad you brought that up.
What if you're going to have a knee surgery? Would you want to go to a doctor that does 4 surgeries a year?
I say that all the time. When I talk to buyers, when I talk to sellers, hey, if I was going to court, would I want a lawyer who tries 4 cases a year?
No.
Probably not.
That can't be real.
That's insane.
That's absolutely, and a lot of, especially first-time home buyers, if they're uneducated and they go with the first agent that they see through the internet, it can cost you a lot of money and a lot of
Do you know what
homes.
the internet's for?
Hey, he's coming back.
Please don't say that. Hey, Jeff,
I don't know if we
Hey, Alex, let's go out to Jeff in Detroit. We got another call here. Hey, Jeff, welcome to our show. Go ahead.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you,
Jeff?
buddy?
What's up, Jeff?
Good morning.
Good. Okay, so I guess this is the pickle. Yeah, I'm trying to find a house with my girlfriend. We're going to have a kid soon, all that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The issue is, thank you. The issue is how do I say this? A couple of years ago, I had a pretty bad opiate addiction, and I opened up as many bank accounts as I could and withdraw as much cash as I could just to get cash. So I have one left from Bank of America. And I think that has obviously hurt my credit score, among other things. So I'm trying to figure out how I can build myself back up to get this house, because we definitely need to move somewhere larger. So,
Jeff, it's a great call, man. I applaud you on beating that addiction. That's there's a lot of people that are stuck on that right now. So it's good, man. Good for you, buddy. Keep up the good work. What I can do, we have some great software that I'll pull your credit and I can run it through, and it'll tell us what you have to pay off or pay down and the impact that'll have on your credit scores. So we could take a look at it.
That sounds great, and all the other help with anything else that I might need as well would be fantastic.
Yeah, dude, I can totally take care of it, man. I'll give you a call after this show, and we'll get you taken care of, man. We'll put a plan together. Maybe, 3-6 months down the road, get you in a house, man.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Thanks for calling, Jeff. See you, buddy.
Really appreciate it. Thanks. All right. Way to go, Jeff. Happy holidays to you, too. Appreciate that. 248-539-9797. We've got open lines all morning long with the Elite Realty in here with Andy and TJ, and Trisha's over here. So if you have any questions about maybe selling your house or buying a house, again, they work the whole Tri-County, the extended 5-county area. It's always great to have experience in here. And when we come back, we're going to be taking all your calls. 248-539-9797.
Hi, Harry Glantz and Danberg for Capital Mortgage Funding. We do loans everywhere. In Southfield, in Birmingham, in Royal Oak, in Groseal, in Detroit, in Canton, in Northville. No matter where you live, we want to do your mortgage too. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
All right, welcome back to show 917. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call us at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You can always shoot us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Deal with the real professionals. We brought Charles Tamu in from Keller Williams out at Lakeside, one of the great teams out there. And, of course, Charles, one of the things I was checking out is the millennials now, 36 and below, are making up the largest portion. They're actually 66% of the buyers out there. So
Harvey Wikipedia'd that.
I have it all.
Millennium, and he got the ages. Okay,
I got it all figured out.
He did his homework. Good
Charles,
job.
but definitely.
I have no complaints about that.
Yeah, it's perfect for you. You're a young guy. You know how they go about in their process of purchasing a house, and you've got a team set up to help these folks.
Yeah, and honestly, it's 10 of us right now. We started a few years back. I started on my own, and as we started to grow, then we came up with this idea where we wanted people to remember us. And part of it was based on...
You're the first one to think of that. Congratulations.
Well, part of it was based
on... I had
to
tease you a little bit. That's how I know that I love you.
It's an endearing comment.
The more you tease me, the more I'll remember you, right?
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
But yeah, so we're the doctors of real estate, and we have a whole...
Is that your commercial?
That's my commercial.
Wow. See? I'm impressed. I didn't put the two and two together. All right, so I continue.
Well,
I've interrupted you like 5 times. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, this is the thing. When you're doing a TV commercial, you're prepared, right?
Right.
I actually had to do a shot before I even did the commercial, so I had to take a shot, then do the commercial. But right now,
were you nervous? Like an alcohol shot? Were you nervous for a bit?
I started getting nervous when we were doing the commercial.
There's not. No, don't worry about it. It's a good commercial. I like it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So, Charles, the new technology is definitely, one of the things that you compete with. I mean, the technology's out there. The younger group of kids are using it all. But at the end of the day, the stats, and when you talk to the younger group of buyers, they really want the knowledge, and they like that sort of that meeting with the meeting of the minds where they really can gain that knowledge and confidence and move forward.
And you know what? That's the thing is we're dealing with a lot of young buyers that are coming out of college. They're super educated. They're very analytical, okay? We're living in the Detroit metro area, so it's huge on engineering, IT positions. So you got these guys that I went to school with that are buying houses, and I'm like thinking, I don't remember you being this specific in high school. But no, it's great. And one of the things is we really utilize all that. So all the applications, Realtor.com, Zillow, I mean, we have all that. We pay for all that product so that we're in front of everybody. And I pay for a lot of tools behind the scenes as well, so that we can give them the information when they're asking. And we've made a lot of, over time, done a lot of deals and made mistakes. And that's where it's important to work with somebody that really knows what they're doing. Because when you're dealing with somebody that's done a lot of transactions, believe me, they've gone through a lot of problems and they've seen it all. And it really makes a big difference when you're putting an offer in or negotiating or in the middle of the transaction, which is something that nobody ever thinks about when a problem arises, when you're dealing with somebody that's actually solved the problem before and knows what to do next.
Well, Charles, we couldn't.
Every day, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by National Benefit Plans for affordable health and life insurance. Go to nbphealth.com. Lions trying to get healthy today against the Bears, the once beaten before Bears by the Lions a few weeks ago, just a 4-point underdog against a banged-up Lions offensive line. That game kicks off at 4:30, proceeding at a couple games at the LCA, both college basketball, Michigan against U of D Mercy. That'll tip off at 12 noon. Moritz Wagner questionable with an ankle for the Wolverines. Hear that one at AM 950 WWJ. That game followed by MSU, once beaten in number 2 Spartans, taking on 6-4 Oakland U. That probably tips off all around the 2:30 mark. Maple Leafs lose to the Wings at the LCA last night, 3-1. Trevor Daley, tie-breaking goal, shorthanded style midway through the second, the difference. And Andre Drummond led the Pistons to a victory. Their second in a row after losing 7 straight. They beat the Pacers 104-98. Drummond with 23 and 13. Reggie Bullock finishing with 15. And MSU president Lou Anna Simon has declined a $150,000 raise as school officials face criticism for their handling of an ex-campus doctor who sexually assaulted many young gymnasts. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 9701theticket.com.
Download the all-new radio.com app and listen to 97.1 The Ticket anytime, anywhere.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show, 931. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage maker. That's where you're going to save on closing costs, get the lowest interest rates, and keep your business local. Right here at Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-569-7283. We're open all holidays, every day. You got to call us and deal with the real professionals. I'll tell you, your real estate agent's going to appreciate it, so make sure you get that approval letter. Hey, again, we want to take your calls here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. And TJ, you and I have been doing a little talking outside here, and, you brought up something pretty interesting, but it's fun to buy a house, and that's why when you're working with the professionals who have the experience, it's really a different experience.
I sometimes tell people it's like a cruise ship. It's like you're looking at the brochure. It's going to be awesome. It's this great trip, and all of a sudden, you get on there and you're heaving over the side a little bit. But then in the end, it's a great experience. It's a fun time. It's a memorable experience, and that's what a lot of our buyers tend to say.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to visualize that analogy right now.
Right. I love that analogy.
I'm trying to visualize TJ.
Travel brochure.
I was with you, but then I was kind of not with you. Okay, but I get it.
I'm very lost.
TJ,
it's tumultuous. I mean, it can be tumultuous, but it's a fun experience. I mean, with the right agent, the right agency, if you got somebody who's educated, who can really do a good job and not just show you houses, but really educate you on the process, the financing end, somebody that's got that kind of experience and knowledge.
I hope I've never had a client that's heaved. That would really not be a good thing.
It's a big wave. No, I like the sort of the boat analogy because there's a lot of waves and everything's going to happen within this 30-day period.
It's tumultuous.
You get your offer accepted and then
you already used that word, bro. We got you.
I like tumultuous. That was good. He looked that up last night.
We know. We got
Webster
you, man.
Dictionary.
He looked that up.
Shift F7.
TJ, no doubt. Look at all the moving parts we talk about. Again, the offer's accepted, and now you got to get your inspection out there, and so you got to have all these ducks in a row. You've already got your mortgage approved. Maybe you're updating it with your mortgage person. Now appraisals are being ordered. You got to call and get homeowners insurance. Again, there's a lot of steps along the way, and having somebody who's gone through this several times, it's night and day difference. We know when they're working with professional people immediately because everyone involved in the transaction just has a better result. So it's really cool. I love having you guys in, and we talked. I spoke to Trish on the phone and you guys the other day, and again, it's really nice and comfortable, even when we're doing a show, to know that you guys are coming in with tons of knowledge. So again, if anyone's out there listening, 248-539-9797. If anyone's out there listening, a couple thousand of you.
It's funny that it's you guys made a great point, about the amount of realtors that they sell whatever an average of 8 houses a year. And as tough as we get on realtors sometimes and back and forth.
Realtors.
Realtors. I never got that.
It's very tumultuous.
I've been licensed since 1987. I never understood the difference between a realtor and realtor.
I was going to say that you guys are
it's
all
just not realtor. That's all. Not realtor.
Okay, tumultuous. I was going to say you guys are all pretty cool, but I take that back now. So you guys, you're never going to come on the show again. No, but I was just in all seriousness, there are good realtors.
Yes, sir.
Out there. Oh, I got a high five. Wow, it's amazing. We're like best buddies now. Thank you. Just become best friends. Yup.
Yes.
Oh, don't play with Alex's drum set.
Finish your thought there.
Don't touch my drums. I was going to say there are a lot of good realtors out there. You can actually have a good relationship with, and they know what they're doing, and they'll advocate for you. And I mean, it's a good thing that to do your research on that and not just go online and look up a house on your own. I think it's a good thing to pick someone you know.
Which is, and a good realtor is going to go ahead and put that in front of your buyer in the beginning. It's not something you guys figure out throughout the process. If the whole process is laid out to you in the beginning, you know what you're
exactly.
All right. Also, hey, we got some calls to get to 248-539-9797. Throw this out there real quick, too, for our CPAs out there. Again, they're going to get busy here in a couple of weeks. Again, as the end of the year's coming up, start getting your ducks in a row. You're going to start getting your information, your W-2 forms and such. And again, find out, even sitting with your CPA, if you haven't owned a house and you sit down with your accountant, find out what the tax advantages are of home ownership, because that's also still one of the number one reasons why we look at homes, because they're extremely affordable versus renting. All right, let's move off to Tim in Rochester Hills. Hey, good morning, Tim. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I have a question. I'm a personal representative of my father's estate who passed away in August.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I have to sell his house. And lately I've been getting a lot of letters and stuff and phone calls from people who must have read about it through the probate court about offering to buy the house for cash. And I don't know which is the best way to go, whether just list it through an agent or I don't want to have to put any money into the house. And do these people that offer to buy the house for cash, is it usually
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And an agent is definitely going to get you the most exposure and the most traffic through your home, bringing you the most offers and highest price. A lot of these cash for homes guys, obviously, they're offering you cash for a property already, which they've never seen, they know nothing about. They kind of just troll the obituaries.
They're like ambulance chasers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey, Tim, what you want to do is, first of all, you want to take your time. You want to take a step back. You want to take your time. You want to do your homework, and you don't want to be in a hurry to do anything.
Okay.
So what you should do is you should hire a professional realtor, and they're going to do a market analysis. They'll come in, they'll check out the house. They'll probably point some things out to you that need to be updated or not. And then your decision is, along with that realtor, is if you're going to do it or not. And they do this for a living. I wouldn't suggest doing it yourself. You want to take your time. You want to make the best decision, and then you're going to sell the house. It's going to sell.
Yeah.
So just take your
And
time.
we'll follow up with you after the show.
Don't do anything.
Andy and I will give you a call.
Yeah, don't do anything rash. Don't do anything in a hurry. Good decisions are never made in a hurry.
Yeah, we'll get some professionals to give you a call after the show, Tim. And again, just to give you some market analysis information, and you'll meet a few people along the way. And these gentlemen here will definitely be giving you a call after the show. And again, it doesn't cost you anything. You get some professional opinions out there, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Tim.
You got it.
Alrighty.
That's a great call, because you know what? So many times people, they don't know what they're getting into. They're going to get all these calls. It's like in our industry. You're going to get a bunch of mass mailers. You're going to get a bunch of robocalls calling you up. And they're going to tell you they can get you 2.9 on a 30-year fix, and it's not going to cost you anything. Well, we know that's not true.
That's not going to happen. Right.
It just will not happen. So you got to go with a professional, and you have to take your time. And if you don't do it for a living, don't get caught up in what you think you've heard or see on the internet.
Yeah, you know what always bothers me is when people say, well, the offer's cash. Well, you're not selling a motorcycle out of your garage. Exactly.
Why does it matter if I'm getting a check at closing for $200,000?
They wire you the funds regardless. Again, no one walks in with bags of cash. So it's the same currency that's being used. And what you want is the highest amount of currency for the sale of the property. Again, and find out some other things. Professional real estate agents like these people can talk to you about the ways to avoid potentially that you might not have to pay some transfer tax if it was sold to a family member and things of that nature. There's some ins and outs that you need to know. All good stuff here. We definitely want to hear from you. 248-539-9797. I was talking about the CPAs, but getting more professional people, again, whether it's a real estate agent, a CPA, a home inspector, these are all the important things that you need to be involved with when you're purchasing a house. So definitely make the right calls and get some of these people in your life.
It's a great point about Tim's call as well. It was his father's home. You got to make sure keep the heat on. You don't want the pipes to freeze. There's certain things you got to do to maintain that house.
55 degrees. I was in a house actually last week. The lady had been out of it for months, and it was rented for a while. It was 45 degrees in there, and I turned the water on. The water was on in the house. Water in the toilets.
Oh, boy,
I'm like, oh my God. So I flipped the switch. The gas was still on. The furnace kicked on. It's good to go. You got to keep the heat at 55 or above.
That's great advice out there. And again, we have a lot of helpful tips on keep your house, maintain it throughout the winter season, and things you can do to keep money in your pocket. And again, we'll take all your calls on all that. Let's move off to Royal Oak. We got Ron out there. Good morning, Ron. Welcome to our show.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, Ron.
What's up, man?
Hey, Ron.
I'm just excited to be on your show because my son and I owned two rental properties, one in Ferndale, one in Royal Oak, and we upgraded the house in Royal Oak with the real estate agent's guidance, okay? I didn't spend money where she didn't say that's a good spend. We started at $350. The house is still on the market since July.
How long on the market? Oh, July. Wow.
Single family or duplex?
It's a single-family house.
Okay.
Where in Royal Oak is this?
It's at Catalpa and Main Street.
Yeah, no reason it should be on the market.
It's a killer house, killer neighborhood.
How many square feet is it?
The average days on market in Oakland County right now is 33 days. So something's wrong.
How many square feet is it, Ron?
It's about 1,400 square feet. We heated and
You're overpriced by about $40,000.
Yep. Alex,
what do you have into
Alex
the house?
and I know exactly what you're talking about because Alex and I live in Royal
right
Oak.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
think
right
what
down the
happened-
street from you.
This is my son and I's opinion. What happened is that she started too high for some odd reason. I don't know why someone would list a house higher than they could sell it, but there was some sort of emotional reason why she listed it.
Because she wants the listing.
Yeah, because once they put the sign in the yard and the lockbox is on the door, now they got you.
Right.
And they can get buyers.
We can always
from that,
lower it.
And they can always beat you up every week for a price reduction. That's the oldest
that's
trick in the real estate book.
I'm getting 290s and 300s now.
That's what it's
$300,000
worth.
That's what it's worth.
You're
$200 a
$40
foot, man.
You're 40 over.
You know, Ron, I'll tell you, I think that you're obviously in a hot area. So good news, definitely, gentlemen, you might agree with me.
We'll sell the house tomorrow.
Yeah, I think at the right price, it's going to be right off the market here. Maybe you guys take a look at that. Maybe you just do a couple things to it, and spring is right around the corner. And before you know it,
get a second opinion. You know, when you have a heart problem, you just go to this guy and you say, "Hey, buddy, I got a heart problem. Give me an opinion on it." How do you do that with real estate?
Well, that's it. I mean, there's plenty of times where we'll walk into listings, and I know that I'm up against 2, 3, 4 other agents. You know, and it's great to get a second opinion because you can find out who knows most about that market and who's going to do the best for you and your property.
So hey,
here I am today.
Yeah.
Here I am today in the cold and the snow, trying to sell a house that.
Well, what they should do is bring you CMA, so it should come with comps that are
Oh, yeah.
houses that are right within the area, the exact same square footage, offering the same things that your property sells for, and the numbers will speak for themselves. The market tells you what your home
sort
is
of.
worth.
The comps seem to follow the excuses to me. The comps.
That's terrible.
Well, then you got to look at the details. You got to look at the square
when we
footage on
listed it, we
there.
had comps too. Okay, we had comps when we listed it. So the comps seem to go with the stories.
Well, let us come in then and give you a second
I
opinion.
love Ron.
We'll do it for free.
Hey, Ron,
No
that's why
problem.
you call the hardcore show, because this is hardcore information. And when you're talking about, and it's true, we tell the truth. And Ron, perfect. I'm glad you called, and we'll call you after the show.
buddy. Hey, thanks for the call, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ronnie.
All
Great
righty.
job.
Hey, when we come back, all your calls, 248-539-9797. Keep it here.
97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, Harry Glantz and Dan Burke for Capital Mortgage Funding. We do loans everywhere. In Southfield, in Birmingham, in Royal Oak, in Groseal, in Detroit, in Canton, in Northville. No matter where you live, we want to do your mortgage too. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
All righty, welcome back to the show, 918. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. You'll find us there, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. You're going to save a ton of money. We still have low interest rates, some of the lowest interest rates. And forever, again, they continuously talk about the Fed funds moving, the Fed funds rate up. We don't know what that'll affect with our mortgage rates. But again, we are still at these unbelievably low interest rates. Of course, Harry, it's seasonal jobs are really doing really well. The jobs report came out. There was 228,000 brand new jobs. Are they seasonal? Yeah, but you can find work, and especially in Detroit.
There's no question that our area, which is always the first one to get hit hardest and the last one to come out, is doing really well. We're seeing the vibe around the area is phenomenal. Going to go downtown today, going to go to the Red Wing game. Mr. Kolb's going to join me, and we're going to have a lot of fun down there. But, you know, talk about property values. One of the questions I always ask new people on this show, and Benny, you're no exception. You're going to get the question right now. What happens when you're in the middle of a transaction and you've sold it at the purchase price, and the appraiser comes in and the appraiser appraises it for lower than the purchase price? What do you do about it then?
First move I would make, as I would advise any agent to make, would be to appeal the appraisal. First off, pull comps, see what the real values are, see who the appraiser was, if he appraises in that specific area, and if he's off. If he's right and he wins the appeal, then I would take it to the negotiation period where I would ask my client where they feel comfortable with first and foremost, and then I would go and attack and negotiate the best deal I can for my loyalty to my client.
That's just a strong answer. That is the correct answer. First of all, you provide the comps. The lender, we go ahead and we do rebuttals in our office. And that wasn't even a setup question, because everybody knows I ask that question every week to new realtors. So, yeah, we do that, Benny. What we do is we go ahead and I will rebut the value. I'll get the comps from the realtor, you realtors, and they give it to Alex, Harvey, John Cole, anybody in our office, and we go ahead and we do a formal rebuttal.
2017 GMC Sierra all-terrain pickup truck from our friends at Superior Buick GMC. Look for 97.1 The Ticket all over the D. Brought to you by Miller Lite, Sunbelt Rentals, Priority Health, and Kowalski.
Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One, CBS Sports Radio 1270 and 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, welcome back to the show, 947. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. That's where you're going to save money and get the approval that you need to make the offer and buy that house. 248-539-9797 live here in the studio. We always want to hear from you. We have some calls to get to, and just want to throw it out there real quick that the Trulius chief economist, Ralph McLaughlin, he's very optimistic about 2018. He says he's expecting some more sellers to come out of the woodwork and more an uptick in inventory. So
yeah, well, you'll get my opinion in early 2018. So whatever Ralph says, it's what Harry says.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be coming back for 2018 for sure. Also, we'll get to that later. Hey, Trisha's birthday, we might even talk about. We're running out of time.
Happy birthday, Trish.
Yeah, we've got.
Yeah, Trish, happy birthday to you.
It is today.
Oh, happy birthday.
There you go. Hey, you guys, let's move off to, we'll go out to Detroit. Is it Bedworth? Bedith. How you doing out there?
What's up, girl?
Hey now.
Bedith, come to the microphone. There you go.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Yes, ma'am. How can we help?
What I was calling, I was trying to find out what different options, because I spoke to my attorney to have my husband's name removed off the mortgage.
Oh, okay. That's a
And I bought a house at the height of the housing market in 06. It's where I paid $130,000 for it. The market crashed, but luckily a tornado hit my home in 2010, and I lived through it.
Thank God. Congrats.
I totally ripped the house down, and I built a new one myself. I went from 1 bedroom to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's 3 stories tall. It overlooks Lake Erie. I got a dock in the back where my boat can come in. It's absolutely beautiful. In-floor heat. Every time I try to go get an appraisal to get this thing where I can remortgage it, I only owe $120 on it. The appraisal comes in, and it says that I still built the house in 1940.
Yeah, I got to see it.
Yeah,
you know that's the answer to the question. Send me the appraisal.
Yeah, I'm sure he can go down to the city and pull that.
Well, Jared, did you do anything with the city when you rebuilt it? I mean, I'm guessing you have permits and everything, right?
Absolutely.
And do they have the proper info on record at the city?
I just made sure that is all updated, and that is current now. I tell the appraisal people that it is not built in 1928.
Yeah, Jared, it's a total rebuild, right? Total rebuild from the ground up. All right, yep.
Yeah, I think you just need more professional people involved, Jared, and we're going to
that's a C1 or C2.
Yeah, this is going to be a brand new house. Hey, Jared, we'll follow up with you after the show and definitely get you the right people. We've got a lot of appraisers that we can set you up with, and again, maybe we can help you do that refinance.
Absolutely, man.
You got a call.
Great call. I want the appraisal.
All right, thanks for living out that tornado. There you go. I mean, sometimes God works in mysterious ways, but sure enough, he's got a great new house.
Just so you guys know, Estro Beaches looks like it's the most southeastern county in the state of Michigan.
It's on Lake Erie,
with 418
Something new
people.
every day.
Right. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool area.
You looked it up, didn't you? Of course, we're gonna have. We've got our.
I thought he said
iPads out.
Estero. I'm like, isn't that Florida? Estero Beach?
No, of course, they're going to look it up at the same time.
Hey,
pretend we know where it is.
I got some other business to get to just because it's our last show for the year. And again, we don't want to, we're still coming back in 2018. And more importantly, Capital Mortgage Funding wanted to wish everybody, of course, all of you guys here in the room, a happy new year filled with love and peace and happiness. And again, get your financial house in order and take care of your business. We're there to help you. There's a lot of great mortgage people and real estate agents across Southeast Michigan. There's so many great people here that are passionate about it. Find those people. Give us a call. We'll hook you up with all of them.
That's what we call you, Harvey. You're on the office. You're very passionate.
I'm very passionate. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's the word Harvey says to me. You know, here I'm very passionate about it. He's been watching Joel Osteen on TV.
Exactly.
Surprisingly enough, a lot of these first-time home buyers that we're hearing, people still think you need 10, 20% down to get financing, which obviously you guys know it's not true.
Right, Andy. No, it's a great point. And again, sometimes it's just a matter of making the right call and getting the right people ahead in front of you. So that's one of the things we continuously stress here on this show. And again, we talk about all the different programs out there. So if you currently have a mortgage, over the last 3 or 4 years, been a tremendous amount of equity in your house. So getting rid of your PMI or MIP, if you do have an FHA mortgage, find out how to remove the MIP again by switching that over to a conventional mortgage. A lot of families ran into trouble back in 2007 in the Great Recession we had here. You can get back in the game. It's always a reminder. I love when I get the phone calls from families that had past issues, bankruptcies and foreclosures, even short sales and deed in lieu of foreclosure. You can get back into the game, become homeowners again. And again, we see a tremendous amount of equity. Homes are continuously appreciating, TJ. So we're looking for a really hot spring. And again, a continuous, a really nice winter it's not even winter yet officially. So
you got some good stats for us?
I got some sweet stats.
Right, let me hear Northville is paging through his information over there.
Oakland County, Northville, because there's Wayne County, Northville, or Oakland County, Northville.
Okay.
Oakland County, Northville is up 23.4%.
It's both. The answer to the question is both. Not a trick question. Stop it.
What else, TJ?
I don't know what that means. 23.4%. Some of the other big ones here, Taylor, Michigan is up 15% in the past year. Dearborn Heights is up 10.3%. Dearborn's up 9%. Redford.
What's Hazel Park up?
I don't know Hazel Park stats.
Right.
I didn't even pull them. I know Hazel Park's.
That's
Oakland County. He's golden ticket over
I'm
there.
telling you. That's where I'm buying.
It's the new Ferndale.
That's where I'm buying property.
What did you have? What was that in Redford?
Area.
Just curious.
Redford, 19.6%.
Wow.
That's insane.
Juice in your house.
20%. I mean, why invest in the markets? Just buy a couple houses. I mean, seriously.
Well, because in the market, I can just sell the stock and get the money in 3 days.
Well, with real estate, you sell the house and get the money in 30 days.
Hey, on the rebuild question, the guy on Astro Lake or Astro Beach?
Astral.
Astral. Yeah, that one too. Our crack appraiser, Mike Tomczyk, just called up and said, hey, it's when the foundation is poured or laid or whatever. So that's why I asked the question, is it a total rebuild from the ground up?
But if you keep the crawl space there, probably if it was on the water, then it's
go
not.
by the foundation.
It goes by the footings.
That's it. So Mike Tomczyk, thank you very much. Talked to him earlier today.
A couple other things.
250 average.
Yep, agreed. Other couple things that we can get to real quick is the businesses. Of course, the conventional loan limits went up recently, 453,100. Now the FHA loan limit has gone up also, 294,515. I did the math last week for you. You can buy a house just over 305,000 and go FHA. So again,
that's insane.
Yeah, so if it was 3 years out of a foreclosure situation, you can get into an FHA house for $305,000. It also is a shout out to all the families out there that have land contracts. Again, you might have had to be a situation where you had to enter into a land contract. Well, now's the time to pay off your land contract holder. They're going to be very happy to get paid off on it. And more importantly, you'll have a mortgage now that's being reported to the credit bureaus. Really start building your credit up and take advantage of these low interest rates.
Harv, you know what these numbers going up means? It's bringing us more in line with cities like Denver and some of the bigger cities. Not California, not Florida, where the FHA limits are 625, but some of these other cities. It's just showing how much we're growing around the area, how well the area is doing. The houses are selling. And it's just a very exciting time.
As much as I hate how cold it is right now and this huge fuzzy sweater I'm wearing, I really like living here, man. I mean, I could go any place I want. If I said, "Hey, I want to open an office in Nashville," he'd be like, "Fine,
Let's
go to Tennessee, do it, man."
Yep.
And I love being here. I love the area. I mean, you guys are like my family. It's good, dude.
Yeah, tons of excitement here, too, in Southeast Michigan. Of course, we've got a lot of action at LCA. I know you gentlemen look like you're going to go hit the basketball tournament today.
I'm going to go hit the basketball tournament today, then I'm going to go to the Lion game after. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're not playing. Here's got around right today. Here, you can shred the statures and go right to the Lions.
Let me tell you guys how cultured I am. For guys are judging me. So at LCA, I've seen Kid Rock, Guns N' Roses, and then Andrew Bocelli.
Well, what about the Pistons or Red Wings? You haven't seen that, though.
I have not. No, neither one of those. I'm a music guy, man.
Do you wear your fur when you go to see those concerts, too?
No, I wear a black T-shirt, man.
You guys were up against.
We're
going to be
Bocelli.
Wrapping it up soon. You guys got a little story or something or a listing you want to talk about real quick?
Andy?
Throw silence.
Trish, help these guys, Trish.
Curveball.
One with the in-ground pool would be a good
Oh,
one
here
to
we go.
talk
Yeah,
about.
well, we actually got a
It's an in-ground pool
super
as
unique
opposed to an
listing.
above-ground pool.
It's,
Tell us about it.
It's in Westland. The thing about it is it's a 3,300 square foot home, 4 bedrooms, mother-in-law suite, in-ground pool. Nothing like it in the area. So price-wise, comp-wise,
So I want to praise out.
it's a fun one.
So pay cash. Bring
But
a cash
it's a
offer.
beautiful home for a great price.
And then it'll be
is the
my
point.
fault.
Beautiful home for a great price.
If you want that
Right.
LA feel right in Westland, we've got that for you.
Hey, you can tell we have a lot of fun what we do. We want to thank everybody. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and just we're thankful to do what we do. It's our 18th year, going into our 18th year, Harvey.
Yes.
On the show and going into our 26th year in business, and we have a lot of great clients, a lot of great partner relationships with realtors.
Realtors.
Realtors, builders, and our professional client base, our attorneys,
Harry,
financial
it's like you
planners.
said, like just be normal.
It's wonderful.
and be kind. I mean, that's all it is.
That's
man.
it.
Love
That's
everyone.
Hey, we want to thank all of you guys for coming in. Elite Realty in Livonia. Definitely check
tumultuous
them out.
industry.
That
A
was
lot of
Trisha
fun.
Dork over there.
Thanks, guys.
Trish, a lot of
TJ
fun
and
with you
Andy,
guys.
thanks a lot for coming
Happy
in.
birthday.
Shout out to Claire and Olivia. Carter, Evelyn.
All right, we'll catch you guys next year. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. We got sports all day long.
97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, Harry Glantz and Danberg for Capital Mortgage Funding. We do loans everywhere. In Southfield, in Birmingham, in Royal Oak, in Groseal, in Detroit, in Canton, in Northville. No matter where you live, we want to do your mortgage too. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.